What's good, man? It's OG Drill, man. This channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. But today, y'all, I just want to just go in and just just explain something real quick, because I'm lost. So let me know down in the comments down below just how does the world sometimes get to the point that we're to, right? And we got to start questioning ourselves, like, okay, is it because we're allowing the world to teach us and not teach ourselves about the world? You get what I'm saying? So we're allowing them to show us what they're capable of doing and stuff like that. But if you can't see everything, you're going to miss some things. You get what I'm saying? So even enlightened people could see what's going on when it comes down to that. But even as a human, like as a regular lost Joe in the world, you will wonder, how can a person still be lost with all of this source of information around? Now, I can understand 100 years ago, looking at how the surgeries was performed and things like that, that people maybe can't be cloned or nothing like that. But y'all, just saying, right now, human cloning, what do you think about it? Now, if you don't think human cloning exists, let me run some things by you real quick to get us like on the same level of how I'm thinking, and just to show you how powerful things actually is, right? Now, you have cloning, lookalikes, all this stuff, y'all. And I don't really like talking about it on the channel because some people like to call it conspiracies. But listen, let's just think about this. It could be a conspiracy or whatever you want to call it. But do you really think that they cannot create a human, a fake humanoid? If you don't think they can, let's break it down. Okay, we know doctors that have performed heart surgery. You know that doctors perform brain surgery, lung surgery, surgery to the point that if you broke a bone, like myself, they could put an iron rod to replace your bone. They could put screws to replace the little what's-names that keep your bones together, right? So we see all this right now to the day. And this is like, I'm not no richest man in the world or nothing like that. But my surgery itself costed $400,000. Just $400,000 to us, that's a lot of money. But just saying to them, $400,000 for basically me to have my leg still and for me to have a whole new bone structure. So I just want y'all to sit back and think, right? If they could do this, how they cannot create a whole person, even if the person not is made like you, like got the same type of cells and everything works like you. Because we're not saying that if there was a clone in someone, they're going to be completely completed. Like they're going to be exactly like the earth created you. No. We know that. We know that's not going to be true. They're not even going to allow that. Because first of all, they're going to give it controlled thoughts out the gate. Just like some of these humans out here. Some of these humans out here don't even have their soul connected what's going on. You get what I'm saying? They out of this realm and world anyway. They just stuck into something that they don't even know that they stuck into something, right? They don't even know that they in a trap or a trance. You get what I'm saying? These are the ones that we call sleep and so forth, y'all. Don't get too lost by that. But just saying, after seeing that we got cars that could drive themselves, back out themselves, robots that could be a human, dog, whatever, that could swim, jump, do all these things, tracking devices, all this stuff. Like I said, the surgeries and all these things been done. To me, I find it shocking that human cloning would be fake. Now, do I find it being affordable? Hell no, I don't find it being affordable, because I can understand that these people have people plugged up that's necessarily dead, right? And they're keeping them running, right? Well, I'm skipping off, y'all, but listen, I'm trying to explain something else real quick before I lose it. But I can see somebody being plugged up to a machine, bro, and they labeled as dead, and they be like, yo, this person's a vegetable. If you unplug them right now, they'll die off. You know what I mean? And it's like, you'll wonder yourself, these people even know how the lungs and all this working. It's years of dealing with this stuff, y'all. Like, it ain't nobody stupid. Like, it ain't gonna be that main doctor right there that tell you. It'll be the doctor that's getting paid so much money, but you don't know what hospital you work at and stuff like that. These Masons got the way that they move and get things done, bro. Trust me. So when it come down to all this creepy stuff, if you think that's a game, these are the same people that's creating viruses, fake viruses, the HIV thing, all this stuff, bro. All this junk goes together just to show you how much they actually creating. See, as a person being a sleep Joe in the world, you don't even think this stuff is being created. You don't even, and I don't understand how, because the terms of now what we living in, if you don't believe that they could make, you know what I'm saying, make a damn toaster pop up by itself, like what world are you in? And the cars out here driving themselves. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you got to wake up and smell the coffee someday. And the day is just one of them days I just want to break down that simple stuff, because You have people like that'll come across videos, and I'm gonna title it something funny anyway, just to catch their attention. You'll have people come across videos, right? And they hear people getting real deep into spirituality. Man, that level up there. You get what I'm saying? So people that's not even religion can't even adapt to what you're saying. So when you're trying to speak of this shit, they so lost. They be like, no, because of this wouldn't have been created. Because God wouldn't allow nobody to make a person like them. But like, no, y'all still misunderstanding it. The concept of man coming against God is not exactly what you've been taught. You get what I'm saying? Now we can see how these people really trying to come against nature itself. You get what I'm saying? Where they already controlling and making fake animals. Like, I don't know how people, like, they got a little shop, y'all. And if I can find it, I'll put it in here. But it's like this little place. The animals have a smell. You can see them and you can touch them. They just not real. Like, they don't eat and stuff like that. So we have like so much different terms. If we're not to cloning yet, you know what I'm saying? It get to that too, about the time of when something coming out. The people that has the most money in the world, these people are already testing this stuff out. You feel me? And I'm just saying, for example, they done came up with movies to kind of pitch ideas. You already know. I like to talk about the movie The Island. If you haven't watched that, just go watch it to get like a better idea of what's going on. But now, my whole process of this human cloning video is not to fucking scare nobody. Because at the end of the day, a clone is not going to be able to work like you. However, they got it operating and stuff and they can shut it down. It's a possible way you could shut it down as well. So I'm not trying to scare nobody or nothing like that with this. What I'm trying to do is just let you know, like, you got to believe that anything could fucking happen or possible out here. You just don't get caught up in the beliefs of being in it. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Don't believe in nobody. Don't trust nobody word. None of that stuff there. Because you'll see how this stuff is a turnover and how the game get evolved and stuff. But anyway, if you don't believe in cloning and stuff like that, just think about it like this. Would it be a good idea for them, the Illuminati, to come up with a way, a process that they can come up with somebody that's damn near like a vegetable, I was explaining earlier, when they're on a machine. But instead, they're on a machine with a chip, pills and shit like that operating them, because they have things in these pills, bro, that work for shit that they building. It's like them building a damn, I was trying to think. It's just like an oil filter in the oil on the car. When you looking at all this stuff where we done came from as humanity, all the things we done evolved from, looking at how the car's being fluctuated, look how the oil is, and then you looking at a spark plug, the thing that's starting this car. You get what I'm saying? You got to stop thinking stuff ain't possible. You got to stop right now, because now you live in a world that's full of possibilities, and now you're able to see it. So at the same time, you got to know that, hey, that being possible, you know what I'm saying, is a big thing, because now we can learn how people shift and how they could use things. Like, but Illuminati can have people up there. Well, I'm gonna say the powers that be can have somebody up there, right, that you loving, like a celebrity or whatnot, and take them away and bring them back. And we never know the difference of that person or what they're going through. And from the outside, they're making their life look easy because this clone is living a fake life. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally. Or this person, period. But it's the whole point of fooling you. Getting you to think they just happy in life and everything just all good. You get what I'm saying? To get you to keep coming. To get people to keep coming. Like I tell people, when one drop and one don't listen, bro, they probably clone them off and probably get them to listen. Now, the reason why I want to make this video is also to people that maybe want to become a celebrity and feel like, yo, maybe they can't replace me, not me. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Because you think you're invincible. You got to remember, boy, as long as you're in this human body, you is not invincible. And this shit is get deep because, and just imagine a motherfucker choke slamming you, gassing you out, knocking you out, and shaping a motherfucker or finding somebody off the street that look just like you and replacing you for that person. So now I got this person taking your place while you in a damn vault locked up. Who to say that's not you? And then to have this person acting like they have a problem or something happen with them, with their family, where they don't really want to talk to them that much, as they sit in there programming them what's going on. We done seen the movie The Matrix and all type of movies where you see them programming them to a computer. You see them jotting down this information. Bro, that's the same way they do the AI things. So if I'm not looking at it like a clone got blood cells and all the operations just like us, I'm saying it'll be mixed up with AI and all that, of course. But I'm just saying, like, y'all, we got to know that shit like this out there existing. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, when you start just knowing stuff like that existence, only importance for us to know is like, hey, these people capable of a lot of shit. So you better watch how you move and stick to what you're moving. I mean, how to move with the energy. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of getting washed up. But I just wanted to make that, man, because I be seeing a lot of people talk about cloning, and I don't necessarily want to get my full stamp on what the actual thing is behind it. I done did research, though. Like, when I was first getting, like, coming across this woke shit, period, I was on, it was about 5-6 years ago, right? And it was like this Darnell Marshall clone dude that was talking. And y'all, if y'all been with me for a long time, y'all already know what I'm talking about. But he was basically talking about how the celebrities and stuff some of the celebrities get cloned, and the clones get tortured, and the cloning lab, this and that forth. But it was just an interesting thing because it was like Queen Elizabeth, the one that ruled over it. And he was explaining like the people that's great in power, how they operate. You get what I'm saying? And man, it get real deep, and it's something just to wonder about. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna say get too sucked up into that shit, because some people might get scared and all this and that though. But you shouldn't let nothing fear you out here, bro. Especially when it's created by them. They try to create fear. That's their whole thing, to create fear. Like them damn clones, they'll try to make it look like on a movie, the clones know how to fight better, move better, and all. Then you see the damn clones in real life, they can't even stand up long. You feel what I'm saying? They falling off, falling asleep, can't focus on the words that they got, but they want to be so, you know what I'm saying, raw, that they want to create things that work just like how nature flow in it. You see what I'm saying? So you got to remember that. They want to take something now and try to make it something else. We already came from nothing into something. That's why we jumped into this body and stuff. I'm just trying to break that down to y'all, because later on, I'll make a video and it's going to explain this stuff. And I'm probably going to go back to this book I had. And it explains something about cloning. But we can look at cloning two different ways. You know what I mean? Just like how you clone a plant. We can look at it two different ways. But also that we know that cloning a plant exists. They could probably do that with the human tissue, the skin tissue, however. You know what I mean? So it's just all just open thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Just food for thoughts. But I just want to know what y'all thinking in the comments, and let me know, man. I'm out. OG Gerald.